Have you ever been through a season where everything just seemed to fall apart? A time when the foundations beneath you crumbled, leaving you feeling lost and adrift? Where sadness clung to you like a heavy coat, weighing you down with each passing day? A coat that seemed impossible to take off, no matter how hard you tried. And joy felt like a distant memory? A faint echo from a life that seemed so far away, a life you wondered if you'd ever experience again. Psalm 30 is for those moments. It speaks directly to the heart of despair, offering a lifeline in the midst of the storm. It's a song of transformation, a testament to the power of hope and resilience, of moving from heartbreak to hope, from the depths of sorrow to the promise of a brighter tomorrow, from mourning to dancing, a complete turnaround, a celebration of life after a period of darkness. And it holds a promise I hold on to when life gets tough. A promise that sustains me, reminding me that even in the darkest of times, there is always light to be found. The psalmist starts by saying, with a voice filled with gratitude and awe, "I will exalt you, Lord, for you lifted me out of the depths. You rescued me from the pit of despair, from the overwhelming darkness that threatened to consume me." I love that image, being lifted, being raised up from a place of hopelessness, not by my own strength, not through my own efforts or abilities, but by God who sees me sinking and pulls me up, a God who is always watching, always ready to extend a helping hand. Maybe you've been there too, in that place of desperation, feeling like you're drowning in worry or regret, overwhelmed by the weight of your burdens, struggling to keep your head above water. Psalm 30 isn't a story about someone who never faced pain. It's not a fairy tale, but a real account of struggle. It's about someone who found God in the middle of it, someone who discovered solace and strength in the presence of the divine, even amidst the chaos. There's this line I keep coming back to, a line that resonates deep within my soul, offering comfort and hope. Weeping may stay for the night, sorrow may linger in the darkness, but rejoicing comes in the morning. But joy will inevitably break through, like the sun rising after a long, dark night. Sometimes the night feels endless. The darkness seems to stretch on forever, with no end in sight. Sometimes it's hard to believe morning will ever come. It's difficult to hold on to hope when all you see is darkness. But Psalm 30 reminds me that pain isn't permanent. It's not a life sentence, but a temporary experience. It's a guest, staying for a while, a visitor in your life, but never meant to move in forever. It's not meant to define you or consume you completely. God's promise is a sunrise after every long night, a beacon of hope, a symbol of renewal and restoration. The psalm moves from desperation to gratitude, a journey from the depths of despair to a place of thankfulness and appreciation. The writer says, with a heart overflowing with joy, "You turned my wailing into dancing. You transformed my sorrow into a celebration of life. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. You replaced my garments of mourning with robes of gladness." It's not just a change in circumstances. It's not merely a superficial alteration. It's a total transformation, a complete metamorphosis, a radical shift in perspective and being. God doesn't just patch up the broken places. He doesn't simply mend what's been damaged. He creates something new. He brings forth beauty from ashes, crafting a masterpiece from the fragments of your life. That's the heart of Psalm 30, the very essence of its message. God is in the business of turning sorrows into celebrations. He specializes in transforming pain into joy, grief into gratitude. If you're in a dark season right now, if you're navigating a difficult chapter in your life, I want you to know your story isn't over. The final page hasn't been written, the last word hasn't been spoken. There's a morning coming, a new dawn is on the horizon, promising hope and healing. And even if you can't see it yet, even if the darkness seems impenetrable, God is already at work behind the scenes, orchestrating a beautiful transformation in your life, turning your pain into purpose, transforming your struggles into opportunities for growth and service. So today, I choose to praise. I make a conscious decision to offer gratitude and adoration, not because everything is perfect, not because all my problems have vanished, but because I trust that God is bigger than my struggles, because I believe in a power greater than myself, a force that can overcome any obstacle. I remember all the times He pulled me out of the depths before. I recall the moments when I felt lost and hopeless, yet He intervened and rescued me. And I believe He'll do it again. I have faith that He will continue to guide and protect me, even in the face of adversity. Let Psalm 30 be your anthem. Let it be the song you sing in the midst of your trials, a melody of hope and resilience. Let it remind you that God always has the last word, that ultimately, His will prevails. And that word is hope. A word that embodies faith, resilience, and the promise of a brighter future. Mourning may last for a night, the pain may linger, and the tears may flow. But joy is on the way. It's coming, just over the horizon, ready to burst forth and fill your life with light. Hold on, friend. Don't give up. Transformation is closer than you think. Your breakthrough is imminent.